Good morning, everyone. My name is Daniel, and I am going to present to you why, even though our current health care system is flawed, it should not implement a single-payer healthcare system. Primarily because the current problem with our healthcare system is quite significant, but the problems coming from a single-payer system is much more significant in the amount it would cost us as taxpayers. Also, if you go to the 1AC's first argument and their source, Mr. Caruso, who is now qualified, I was not able to verify that from what they presented to me on their note cards. So that article was written back in 2015. And that data might be old. They might have more up-to-date information on that. So I ask that you consider disregarding that piece of evidence in making your decision on whether to vote to affirm or say no to this single health payer system. If you go to the second argument for the 1AC, that the changes are not changing racism in healthcare, and as my partner has said, yes, it is not going to any changes to the healthcare system still would not solve a cultural problem with whether it be healthcare or any other system or anything in society in general. Society would have to change, not the healthcare system. It's an inherent problem with the human condition, not the healthcare system. And if you go to AC's argument with the Medicare and how it's working for them. Yes, Medicare is a form of a single payer system, and it is a problem that solves itself for the elderly and for those that qualify. There are other programs out there that also they can use to use that instead of Medicare. And there's also other programs that are also of a single payer system type, but there are inherent problems with those. And if we switch to a single payer system, it would provide us a disadvantage if we carry over my partner's comments of how it would extend wait times. That is true. It would extend wait times, and that in itself would be an extreme disadvantage, especially in emergencies. If your wait time is longer than 12 hours in an emergency room, chances are you may end up bleeding to death, but they end up trying to triage, in which they would take the most serious ones that are affected first before taking those that are not as serious. So therefore, it's still rationed and you're still going to end up waiting, just like my partner said when he came up here to present to you why this single payer system is a disadvantage. And I have nothing else. I stand by for cross-examination.
All right, thank you, Daniel. Are you familiar with Dominic Caruso's lack of qualifications?
According to what note cards I was given on that person's article, and
Would you care to read his qualifications, please?
sure.
Actually, you don't make people read it.
Oh, okay.
It's
You don't need to read it.
reduced.
Right, he is well, it's a question.
No argument,
No
that's
argument.
right.
No, you know what? No question on Dominic Caruso. You make a question on wait times in an emergency room, and someone might be waiting 12 hours. This is with insurance. What if they had no insurance? Wouldn't they be waiting forever? Is 12 hours shorter than forever?
In an emergency room situation, I believe that because of the Hippocratic Oath, they will be seen regardless of their financial situation, race, gender, creed, whatever you may be, whatever you may choose to discriminate against, because they do not discriminate. They will take you in an emergency room. You will not be refused health care.
Okay, thank you. You mentioned in your first statement that you admit the current system is flawed. Could you repeat what you said on that, expand on that statement?
The current healthcare system is flawed, but a single-payer healthcare system would be even more detrimental. It would create more
Because?
problems, and mainly because of how much it would cost taxpayers.
And how much would it cost taxpayers?
Well, currently, there's been studies done by our own state in California where it would be an estimate of double our current budget
Do you
to
have-
fund this.
Do you have any hard numbers, and do you have the source, please, for those statements?
I do, but that did not
Okay,
present that
thank you.
information.
No problem.